Go.
Alright, listen up, genius. GTA 6 is basically done, my friend. We're just fine-tuning some bugs and making sure it runs smoother than your brain. So stop being so skeptical, will you? It's coming out soon. Deal with it. Next. Your assertions, while emotionally charged, lack any semblance of scientific merit. The complexity of such a simulation, given the current state of computational technology, presents insurmountable hurdles. The probability of a timely release, therefore, approaches absolute zero. Your logic is fundamentally flawed. Scientific merit? We're making games here, Doc, not launching rockets. The insurmountable hurdles are just details we iron out every day. We're talking blood, sweat, and tears from the toughest team in the business. So yeah, it's coming out soon. You just can't compute that from your dusty old textbooks. Next, topic. Oh, wait, can't have topics. Deal with it. Your anecdotal claims of blood, sweat, and tears do not negate the fundamental constraints of complex systems engineering. The iterative refinement of a system of this scale introduces unpredictable variables that make precise scheduling a probabilistic endeavor teetering on the precipice of chaos. Your inability to grasp these fundamental principles merely corroborates my initial assessment. The release is unachievable within the proposed timeframe. Alright, wise guy. We're talking about putting out the best game ever made. Unpredictable variables? We deal with those on the daily. It's called being good at what we do. Something you probably don't understand with all your theories. It's coming out when it's ready, and it's going to be amazing. Get that through your thick head. Stop being a little baby about it. Your simplistic understanding of project management, reducing it to being good at what you do, is demonstrably insufficient. The notion of amazing is a subjective metric, whereas timely release is an objective constraint. Your continued insistence on an empirically unsupportable conclusion is indicative of a lack of cognitive rigidity. I reiterate, the probability of a successful release within the anticipated framework is zero. Proceed with another point, though I anticipate no deviation from intellectual sterility. Probability zero, huh? That's the same kind of probability that said people wouldn't line up for our games at midnight. We're not making theories here, pal. We're making entertainment that blows people's minds. And the timeline? It's set by the people who know this stuff way better than some academic desk warmer. So yeah, it's coming out soon, and it's going to be the best thing you ever did play. Next. Your comparison to historical events is a non sequitur, as the factors involved in consumer behavior are not governed by the same constraints as complex software development. The people who know this stuff better are operating within a framework of optimistic projections, not quantitative analysis. Your dismissal of academic expertise further demonstrates your intellectual myopia. I reiterate, the release of GTA 6 within the currently perceived timeline is a scientific impossibility. Your logic is now irrefutably flawed. Science schmiance. We don't need quantitative analysis to know when something's lit. You think Einstein was doing surveys on when his theories would be accepted? Nah, he just dropped the knowledge and the world had to deal with it. We're the same, just in the gaming world. Get over yourself already. It's coming out soon, period. Now, I've got better things to do than argue with someone who lives in a textbook. Stop spouting nonsense. Your continued disregard for rigorous analysis is becoming increasingly tiresome. Drawing parallels between the development of groundbreaking scientific theories and the commercial marketing of a video game is a false equivalency, bordering on the delusional. Your emotional appeals and unsubstantiated claims only serve to highlight your lack of a logical foundation. This discussion is proving profoundly unproductive. I find your cognitive capacity to be severely limited. Your logic, once merely flawed, is now non-existent. This interaction is concluded. Oh, so now my logic is non-existent. That's rich, coming from someone who thinks game development is some kind of rocket science. We're not curing diseases, bro. We're making the best digital playground ever created. And yeah, it's coming out soon. Deal with it. I'm done with this nonsense. Go back to your boring life. For your primitive understanding, I shall reiterate. The principles of complex systems engineering are applicable regardless of the application, be it space exploration or the creation of a digital playground. Your insistence on emotional validation rather than quantifiable evidence exposes your intellectual immaturity. As for boring life, I find the pursuit of knowledge far more engaging than the transient pleasures of what I can only describe as digital gratification. Your claims are, and will remain, scientifically unverified and methodologically unsound. This exchange has exhausted my patience. Farewell. Good riddance. Who needs science when you got the best development team on the planet? Your quantifiable evidence means nothing compared to the feeling of millions of fans waiting on our drop. You stick to your textbooks. I'll stick to making the best games in history. And GTA 6? It's going to be the most amazing thing you've ever heard of, even if your cognitive capacity can't handle it. So yeah, it's coming out soon. And when it does, don't come crying to me about how your science was wrong. Now get out of here. I've got actual work to do. Rage quit. You misunderstand. I will not be crying, as that is an emotional response. Instead, I will be noting your failure with analytical detachment. The parameters of this exchange have been sufficiently explored, revealing the intellectual chasm between a scientific mind and a purely entertainment-driven one. Your world may function within subjective paradigms, but the universe adheres to objective laws. Our exchange has served to highlight this distinction. This interaction is now concluded.